Hello everyone, Plato here, and I hope you're all excited for the Worldslayer launch on June 30th. Today we're going to be scratching that Worldslayer itch with additional B-roll footage that shows a lot of new exciting things to come. So grab your popcorn, get some Mountain Dew for what you're about to see. Quick note, after the B-roll footage we'll be going over everything new that we noticed, so stay tuned for that. Without further ado, I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Oh, I've heard such terrible, terrible things about you. How many of my people did you kill, just to reach us?
Only the ones that tried to stop me.
That's why you're losing this war.
I know who you are too, Commander.
Commander Ereshkigal.
And whatever. You're the kind that lurks in the shadows while sending your people out to die.
My dear, can't you see? I am the shadows. Come. There's so much for us to talk about.
Hey, there's someone else here. But they're completely frozen. Looks like maybe they were Pax.
Pax? What were they doing all the way out here?
Maybe trying to find the same place we're looking for. Stepped right into a damn monster lair.
Hope you guys enjoyed that look at the B-roll footage. Lots of new stuff here, so let's not beat around the bush and get right to it. Nothing too special here for this cutscene. This extends from the New Horizon teaser they dropped months ago. One thing I am curious about is if we can obtain Ereshkigal's chair via some new accolades. To be honest, I think it looks a lot better than the current chair we have in the game. Our first gameplay clip shows a new part of the Worldslayer DLC. This looks absolutely amazing. If we take a look at the bottom right, we can see that we have 3 new legendary weapons. We'll be seeing that shotgun in action briefly coming up soon. We can also see that our Devastator has this yellow aura around them. This could possibly be a new legendary set effect, or a mod that enhances our melee. The Devastator in this clip is wearing a new legendary set, as well as the Technomancer. And that's pretty much what I could find for this specific area. For the next area, we magically have a new primary AR equipped. If we take a closer look, we can see that the Techno currently has the same AR equipped for their secondary. The Technomancer has now equipped this AR, the same one that our Devastator is using, and we see a new T3 weapon mod in action. Green skulls that explode on death and looks to have a damage over time and decent AoE. It also seems to infect other enemies after the target has died. Pretty cool. We're also introduced to a new spinny running melee. Looks to have some sort of lightning effect when used. Could have an interaction with a melee kill or possible heal, not 100% sure. Moving along, we see another badass looking T3 weapon mod in action. This mod is a T3 weapon mod called Dimensional Rockets. Critical shots spawn 4 rockets in the direction of the 4 closest enemies. Speaking of enemies, we're also introduced to a new type of enemies called the Skinwalkers. Looks like they love to W key, so can't fucking wait. We're also introduced to a different type of spinning melee with a more white lightning this time. The legendary shotgun used also looks to have a time rift-like lightning wave that goes a pretty far distance. This lightning looks very similar to the lightning we saw when using the melee. Possibly they're connected? I don't know. This next scene has one of the coolest looking new T3 weapon mods, the Geostorm Laser. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it literally looks like that. Looks to move slowly towards the enemy it damages, and can have multiple activations at once, at least 2. The duration seems to last about 13 seconds with an 8-second cooldown. Hard to tell because my boy Hunter can't aim for shit. Looks like it's gonna go ahead and last for 5 seconds if it doesn't deal damage. Perhaps damage or kills extends its duration. Moving on to the cutscene, it looks like we're gonna run across a mini-boss. I don't know what type of enemy it is, but it does like to chuck icicles at you, so better watch out. With the change of scenery, we've been transported to ships on Enoch. The Pyro here is also using a new legendary set as well as the Devastator. Now the most exciting part about this clip has to be the new Pyro melee. It sends out a projectile similar to Time Rift and ashes all enemies within a radius of whatever it hits. Not sure what new legendary shotgun the Pyro is using currently, but it looks to apply Toxic, which is really odd. I don't know if my boy Kane is trying to cosplay Techno, but he's not doing a good job. Another change in scenery, and we're now in a courtyard-like area. The first thing you should notice is if you check the skills bar, we now have 2 overheats. This is most likely a new legendary armor mod introduced in Worldslayer or a legendary set bonus. We also have a new enemy type called the Adherent. Oh, and of course, the new buff to FASER. You all see that cast time? It's at least 50% faster. Don't quote me on that though. Now, if you recall, we also saw this interaction in the last clip, but there was so much going on, we're going to cover it here. Now, it looks like this is going to be either part of a new legendary set bonus or a new legendary mod included for the Trickster class. From what I've seen, it looks to be an interaction with Venator's Knife. You throw a Venator's Knife and a mini Cyclone Slice happens for all enemies affected by the Venator's Knife. It also drops like this bubble thing that I think comes back to you once the enemy dies. Not sure how that bubble interaction works, but pretty cool. There was a lot that happened in that courtyard scene and we're still catching up. Our Pyro and our Trickster are wearing new legendary sets. Not only that, our Pyro is wielding the new legendary light machine gun, the Mythos, with the T3 mod Omen. Shots launch a cover-piercing anomaly projectile that inflicts bleed, deals damage, and increases incoming damage by 100% for 4 seconds. If we pause here, we can see what looks to be another T3 weapon mod in action. It looks to be a bubble that will grow and then explode. Not sure what it is, but looks pretty cool. If we also take a look at this freeze frame, another T3 mod looks to be in action here. Looks to be spikes coming from the ground and hitting our enemies. Who knows what it does? Now we also see this blue chain aura around the Trickster. Now I'm not sure if this is this T3 mod. It could also be a new legendary set bonus or a new T3 armor bonus that we don't know about yet. Looks cool though. And for the last new thing that we notice in this video is this new weapon mod. Shots seem to fire this cool lightning aura, but that's all we know for now. I hope you guys all enjoyed what you saw. Remember, anything we looked at could be subject to change prior to the Worldslayer launch. If you guys also noticed anything that I missed in this video, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want to check out any of my other Outriders Worldslayer content, check the videos popping up now or in the description down below. As always, until the next one, peace.